Hey there, it's Vashona. Hi, I am on. How's everybody doing today? Come on in the room, say hello, and we're going to be getting started in just a second or two, as a matter of fact. Um, Thinking about that, come on in the room. I don't know how many of you watch her name is Tabitha Brown, I think. And anyway, she's the vegan actress who created, well, actually, she named the TTLA sandwich at Whole Foods because I think they used to call it the TLTA or something like that. And she was out driving Uber one day and picked up one of these sandwiches, and of course she's vegan, and it's a vegan sandwich, and she discovered that it was delicious, and her video of her talking about it and eating it went viral. And so Whole Foods got a hold of it, of course, and they renamed their sandwich after what she called it, which was the TTLA. So anyway, when she is doing her videos where she's cooking in her kitchen and so forth, she invites people into the room, and that's what that's what I was thinking about as I was saying, come on in the room and say hello. So anyway, just a little tidbit in case you're interested in who Tabitha Brown is. But anyway, I am on because I want to talk to you about changes at work and whether or not they are stressing you out. And if they are, give you some things that you can try to help to alleviate some of that stress that you're feeling. So hello and welcome to the live. Come in, say hello. It's it's showtime. I am Vashona Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge until their next level of success. I am also the host of the podcast, the Know Your Worth Career podcast, which I have a few samples on my Facebook page. So if you have not had a chance to check them out, go hop over to @CoachVashona on Facebook, check them out, and you'll get to see my very first ever podcast interview actually, there's about 7 of them up, and I've interviewed some really interesting guests talking about some great things to help you to push your career to the next level. So check that out. But anyway, why I am here is that I am launching my new brand as a career strategist and excellence accelerator, and I'm sharing free content each and every night during the week. To help you to boost your career to the next level. And so that is why I am here yet again tonight. I am coming on each and every night, unless, something happens out of my control, and to share with you career-related expertise to help you to move your career to where you want it to be. Because I know a lot of people are not happy in their careers. They're not where they want to be, and quite frankly, don't have a clue of how to get there. And I have been pretty successful in my career, I must say, and I'm very thankful for it. And along the way, I have gained a lot of skills and experiences that I want to be able to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, please like and share this video so that people who need to have this information can have access to it. So are you stressed out at work because of big changes that are going on? A lot of people are. I mean, everything changes and nothing stays the same. We've all heard that. And thank God they don't, because I can think of some situations that I've been in that I'm very happy to not be in anymore. But, we all know. And I look back on some of the many changes that I've experienced in my life, and some have caused me really a whole lot of angst. And I'm just thankful that now I'm on the other side of them, and that I'm not in the same position that I was in the beginning. So Change is inevitable. It's one of the guarantees in life, as a matter of fact. And what they say, just taxes and death, I think change is one of those things that you can just count on. And even though we know on an intellectual level that, things are going to change, that nothing is going to stay the same, we still don't expect it somehow, especially on an emotional level. I mean, change really puts us into something. It throws us into something. And this is especially true when we do not make the decision to implement the changes. If we're making decisions to change things, then we think that's okay. I mean, usually now. And it's another situation when changes are forced upon us. And we often perceive those things as negative and, have negative reactions to them. We resist them. We don't like them, and we try to sabotage them. Especially at work, when we're used to doing things a certain way. We're used to having a certain group of people. We're just used to having things set up in a way that we've grown accustomed to being comfortable with. And now all of a sudden, here comes this big, ugly, nasty change, or at least that's how it's perceived. And it causes a lot of people to have a lot of stress, to lose a lot of sleep, because they're worried about whether or not they're going to have a job, what's going to happen to their job, if they're going to lose their positions that they have in their job, their status, that is, if they're going to lose their pay, or they're going to lose their influence. How are these changes going to impact them? And these are all very legitimate concerns. However, change can bring about many positives. And so I want to share with you some strategies to help you to embrace changes that you are experiencing in your workplace. So a few of the things that I would suggest, first and foremost, is just to ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen as a result of the change that you're experiencing? And then decide, what would you do in each scenario to take that fear out of that situation? Because, we often worry about things because we feel like we can't handle them. But I would like to challenge you to think that you can handle any situation that comes your way, and that you don't have to be so fearful of it. And going through this exercise will help you it actually helps to take the fear away, because you go ahead and you think about what's the worst thing that could happen. You strategize and figure out what a solution would look like. And then when it comes, hey, if you lose your job, then you can go to XYZ, put in your applications and see if you can find another one. You have your savings saved up, so maybe you can make it a few months without having a paycheck. So, just explore those things and get that fear out of the way. And then don't be a negative Nancy. And I know this from firsthand experience. Some people are just negative people. And no matter what, they always look for something negative they look for the negative side of things, and that's what they focus on. But I encourage you to focus on the positives of the change, because they're there. All you have to do is look at them and recognize them, see them for what they are. A good exercise that you can do is just list out as many good things as possible that could happen as a result of the change, and focus on those things. I mean, you're choosing what you want to focus on anyway. So instead of focusing on things that are not helpful, that are not beneficial, that are negative, focus on something that can actually help you. And then think about, would this change be an opportunity for you? Would it give you a fresh perspective? Would it allow you to move to maybe another team that's more consistent with your career growth aspirations? Will it help you to get away from a boss that, is causing you some problems of some kind? So just find at least 5 positive things that could result in actually a new outlook for you in terms of the change. And then help to be part of the solution. Take advantage of opportunities to give input into how to improve your current situation. I know when at my job, when we still are in the process of making some very big changes, I had the opportunity to be a part of coming up with what the solution looked like, what the next step or next phase looked like. And that was very helpful for me because then I got the chance to have some input into what my future would look like because I was able to be a part of that group who was making those decisions. So see if you can seek out those kinds of opportunities so you can have input and you can have some say into what your next thing looks like. And fourth and final thing that I'm sharing tonight is accept the reality that change is happening because it is, and it's not going to stop just because you don't like it. And that there may be many other changes, and there will be many other changes that you're going to face, and whether that's at work or if it's in your personal life or whatever the context, you're going to experience change. Just become comfortable with that. As a matter of fact, you can make it a game if it helps you to deal with it better and challenge yourself to achieve new heights in your career as a result of the changes that you are definitely going to experience. Now, if you're in a job where you're experiencing a lot of change and maybe you're uncertain, the company is going to close down, they're phasing out, certain positions within your organization, you're not sure what's going to happen to you and you need to think about what your next steps are, then it might be time to start to think about that. What is your next move? And if you have no clue what that looks like, then I have something that could potentially be a benefit to you and to help you. And it is my 3-part e-course entitled Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. You can check it out at www.vashanaweatherspoon.com. That's my name, vashanaweatherspoon.com. And it's absolutely free. It is about 60 minutes of content to help you to figure out what that next thing for you looks like and to get you on the right track for your next career move. So that's www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, and it's Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. That's all I have for you good folks tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and share the broadcast to share this information with people who are experiencing changes in their jobs, who are under a tremendous amount of stress. And I know people personally, so I know that there are many more out there who could utilize this information that I'm sharing. So take the time to like and share, and I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.